Good, thanks. How are you? What a great time to be here. Isn't this the best time of the world? I tell you, we are all happy, we are all streaming, and we've got to be able to give the good man himself the big cheers nice and early, Rudi, because we've got a special day here today. Cheers, good man. Wow. Rudi, I'm having the Glenfiddich 18 years. I've changed the bottle over there. Oh, you can't see the top up there, but I bought some new stuff that's going to be sitting up the top there. You won't be able to see it, but folks, I want you to stick around because we've got the news here today. We've got some memes. We've got a couple of one jobs. We've got some good videos to be watching, but also we've got our special guest who'll be coming on in 45 minutes. Tim Heale, I promised him that he will be on here for about 45 minutes. So, this is a big show here today. We're going to have a long show. For those who want to stick around to ask Tim some questions, you'll be able to do that. I'm going to give him the floor. I'm just going to be sitting in and listening. And when I see you good people and not so good people come up with some wonderful questions, I will put those up and then you can have a chat to him. So welcome to the people who are on here at the moment. Let's get into this because today is Whisky Day, 28th of January, 25 degrees outside, looking for a top of 32. And we're going to go to a place called Würzbach. Why is Würzbach so important? Let's bring it up. Würzbach is so important because it is where my mother lived. So we're going to go right into that little town here and have a quick looky inside the town. And you'll even see that I think I might have even put the name down there as Mum's house. So we'll just see as we go down a little bit further. I remember all these towns when Mum was talking all about it. I think that's Mum's house there. No, not quite. Let's go further down. I think it is. There it is, Mum's house. Mum's house. We're going to dox this person. Lives in Marienstraße. See if we can go to the front door. Let's see if we can go to the front door. Oh, no, I don't think they're allowed. There's no things. I can't go down to Mum's house. Can I go to Marxstraße? Mum's house? I can't go there. Oh, we might have to go to the Weiher. We'll go to the Weiher. I remember this. So, Rudi, do you remember this? When we this is frozen in wintertime, and to go from this side here, we walk down here. We had to go into here, cross the Weiher, and then get to the pub over there. So I think that's where we might have a look at it. This side here. Can I have a look? Let's just throw him down there. He doesn't want to go anywhere. My little man doesn't want to go anywhere. Let's throw you in there. There. Come on, there. Nah. All right, stuff it. Germany, what's wrong with you? You don't like us. You don't want us to muck around with you. Well, I'll tell you, we're getting out of here then. If we can't go to my mum's house, we can't go anywhere. And it's that good. Well, I know why you're here. There's only one reason you're here. We had a bit of fun yesterday, didn't we? Did we have some fun yesterday? And we want to make him a meme. He's got a major story of the day. I don't know. It's because I can do that. Before we see the comments, because I know some people throw some comments in, which is always lovely. You want to know is who was first. Here we go, good people. Who was first? 2 + 2 cats is a no-no. We love 2 + 2 cats. G'day, everyone. See, and if you want to be Australian, you want to be able to speak Australian, you don't say g'day. It's not g'day, it's g'day. Right? A. Like the first letter of the alphabet. A. G'day. Right, you learnt that? Now go away. Go away and stop just you know what I mean. Stop making fun of us. That's all we can do. So there were some comments yesterday. Let's get into the comments because I think with some of the comments that came through, I always like to read these out. And of course, that's what happens. Of course, I didn't say I wasn't going to make a mistake today. That was last week. Waffles and Whisky got its first group violation. Group quality. Group has some issues. Well, you naughty people, now that we've got new people on. Admin violations. If content in a group goes against our community standards, we take it down. But if admins create or approve posts that don't follow the rules, that's considered more serious and can put the group at risk for restrictions. What was said? You're probably all wondering what was said that this was a group violation. And if I had put it up, it would be even more of a violation. So let's have a look at what this person had written that made this a violation. Debbie Ann says, before Zuckerberg was a twinkle in his motherboard's eye, we were taught facts at school. The teaching of January 26 is what I learned at Catholic school in the 1960s and 70s. Fact checkers can kiss my skinny white asterisks. We're doing that word now. Asterisks. Too many of us that were taught truth and facts are still alive and will deny all the lies to our graves. That, my friends, was the post that went against the group violation. That is what went against the violation. So I don't know what to do here. We've got to keep it clean. My goal here today is to not get any violations, no copyright claims, no copyright strikes. We'll see how we go. I'm not sure it'll work. We also got this note from Teresa Weddle. Fun. Last week, Teresa had said, check your account and PayPal. She sent me a wonderful $25 through PayPal. You can do that if you want to go to the description box, and you can send me a lovely gift that will go to a wonderful bottle of whiskey. That wasn't the only one that was sent to me. I also got this from Peter Bronx Sidetrack, who writes, thanks, G-Man. I'm about to become a NONO. I think we all know what that means. I'm finding now New South Wales is on pretend time. It is increasingly hard to catch your streams. Cheers, Gerald Augustus. Cheers, Rudi. Peter Bronx Sidetrack. And Peter also sent another $10. So thank you so much to those two wonderful people. And of course, you can support this channel by simply hitting the like button, by simply caring, and by simply sharing this to other deplorables and degenerates. All right, we also got this, the Waffles and Whisky page. If you haven't done this as yet, and you need to do this, please send this to your mates. Hit the subscribe button, hit all, and make sure you hit join. For $3 a wonderful month, you can join Gerald Club. That's what you can do. You can join G-Man Club. You get nothing. You just be able to support this wonderful channel that gives you nothing in return except entertainment and a lot of fluff. I do the waffling, and Rudi does the whiskying. Had a thought. Had a bit of a thought. Not going to be doing the live streams anymore on location with people. So come up with a very special one. Next week, or maybe even over the next couple of days, I might even go down to the beach, and we're going to go to the dog beach. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the dog beach, and I'm going to rub myself in gravy, so Bearcat will love that. I'm going to pour myself over with gravy, and I'm going to love the way that I'm smelling like gravy. I'm going to have a lot of treats, sit down on the dog beach, and I'm just going to be doing the stream. Probably not a lot of speaking, not a lot. I'm just going to be sharing my love with animals, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Linda Hunter says, yeah. And Daffodil says, people are unpredictable. They are. That's almost half a bottle now if you budget, G-Man. That's correct. Half a bottle. You're quite right. Cheers, everyone. Don't forget to all you good 60 people that are on here. Don't forget, we are having Tim Heale that's going to be on here in 45 minutes. He's going to be joining us. The floor will be his. He's got a presentation for us. I'm going to give him the floor. Everything was working. We did a bit of a sound check just beforehand, and we are on fire. So let's get into the show, Rudi. I think we need to be able to see what is on the rant, and let's hit it. This is interesting. Scientology's controversial leader vanishes. Well, that's probably a good thing. The hunt is on for David Miscavige, the fiery, controversial, and elusive head of Scientology, who is being sought by lawyers in a civil child trafficking suit brought from former church members in the U.S. federal court. That is another one of those...
These people are just so scummy and evil.
So evil. We all know Mr. Miscavige's wife, Shelley, hasn't been seen in public since 2007. It is believed they are still living at the Scientology's isolated and heavily guarded fortress. No, she's not. The Church of Spiritual Technology, CST, in rural Twin Peaks, California. Well, these people are evil. Shelley has been missing for all that time, and people are starting to realize that this is nothing more than the biggest scam in worldwide history, and its leader, David Miscavige, is one of the biggest child... I can't even say it on here, keep yourself clean, but I think you know what I mean. It probably needs the chipper, and he should be getting the chipper, him along with his other Scientology mates. So let's keep an eye out for that. If you know anything about all this, send me all the information like you always do, because I'm going to keep my eye on this. And whatever did happen to Shelley, well, I tell you what, she went missing because she wanted to expose the whole church. So bye-bye. Happy Invasion Day from the lads. Cheers, lads. Good job. Man fakes his own funeral to see who would turn up. It's not a bad idea though, is it? It's not a bad. It's pretty harsh though. Imagine G-Man fakes own funeral, see who turns up, and no one turns up. I go, no one turns up. You'd all be live streaming. Right? I'd be saying to everyone from my coffin, I'd say, hey, click on the link and you'll be able to live stream me direct from my coffin. And you'd all go, I'm a bit shy. I don't want to get on. Breaking news, man crushed to death by urinal outside Harry Potter's theatre. That'd give you the shits, wouldn't it? Sorry. Just boom, boom. Here we go. Shock car boot fined when police pull over P-plate driver on Victorian freeway. I'm thinking, okay, shock. What could be in a P-plate driver's boot? What could be there? It could be clean. That would be a shock. Imagine opening up a P-plater's boot. Mate, there's no McDonald's wrappers in here. Where's the KFC packets? Where's all the Subway junk? Huh? Hey, where's all the alcohol? We're looking for alcohol. Where is it all, mate? Hey, it's a bit of a shock to all of us. Oh, hang on, where are the drugs? You're hiding the drugs. All clean. Everything's clean. So what did they find? What did they find? They found another person in there, like just hanging out. Because P-platers here in Australia, remember, P-platers here in Australia, we have the red Ps and the green Ps. The red Ps mean you just got your license. Congratulations, you're on provisional. The green Ps means you've had your license for 1 year. And so either whether you have a red P or that'd be, if you had a red P, go and see a doctor. But if you have a red P or a green P, you only have a green P on St. Patrick's Day. If you have a red P or a green P, might be a good idea to only have 4 people in there. But if you have 5 people, then it's a shock car boot fine. Television is about the only thing keeping us going in life, residents say as council switches off transmission tower. As some of you good people and not so good people know, the big G here is going to Bundaberg in a couple of weeks' time. Well, up here, just northwest of Bundaberg, is a small little town. It's actually in North Burnett. So it's not in the Bundaberg region where G-Man will be going, Gerald Porschman will be going to flout his wares up there. But let's have a look at what's happening in this little North Burnett region. I think it's called Eidsvold. So put your headphones on, people. Let's check out what's going on in Eidsvold.
Every evening, Ann Johnson looks forward to a cuppa in front of the telly.
7 o'clock, home and away, and we usually watch whatever's on. You know, I don't like reality TV, you know, Big Brother and Married at First Sight and all that stuff. But, you know, it is...
Come on, love. What's going on?
Council at Eidsvold, west of Bundaberg, has decided to close the free-to-air TV tower,
That could be
meaning she'll no longer be able to watch her favourite shows.
It's disgraceful.
Is it?
I don't know of anybody, any other place I've ever heard of that's lost TV coverage.
The council says the TV tower is too costly to maintain.
The cost of continuing the service and also the change to television services over that 15-year period. And secondly, this is not core business of council.
But locals say TV coverage is a crucial lifeline for their small community.
We want our antenna back before they turn it off. Well, we got nothing here. The council's not looking after us.
You'll have a voice.
Eidsvold is a small rural town of 600 people, about 400 kilometres northwest of Brisbane, and has one of the highest proportions of Indigenous residents in Queensland. Locals say TV plays a vital role in keeping the community connected.
I think it's extremely important, particularly given our rural nature. We are a more isolated town. We don't have access to a lot of general services and activities.
TV's important in Eidsvold because that's my favourite thing. And everybody here, it's their favourite thing. They've got nothing else here but their TV.
They're going to take that all away from us. We've got no pub. We've got nowhere to go at night. We've got nothing to do.
The local council says residents will still be
sir.
able to access free-to-air TV through a federal government subsidised service known as VAST. But locals say the setup costs mean many in the community will go without TV altogether.
It's $800 straight up, and then for any additional TV it's a further $350 on top of that. So that is just out of reach for the vast majority of people in community.
What's going on, what the news, our local news, that's all going to be taken away from us. In this day and age, to me, it's just going back to dark old days.
Pat Heaney, ABC News, Eidsvold.
Good on you, Pat Heaney. Did he have gracious hands? The interesting thing about that, this could be a good thing for the town. I think I might take a trip while I'm in Bundaberg. I might go out to Eidsville. I think that'll be the thing. I'm going to go out to Eidsville. It's not far from Bundaberg. We'll do a trip out there. I might even interview some of the residents. I'm going to be handing out waffles and whiskey, and I'll say, if you want the news on a daily basis, come to Waffles and Whiskey, and I can get the 600 people to come and listen to me. How good would that be? Not only would that be good, they won't be getting all the crap from mainstream media. And plus, I can say, look, I'll show you how to set up your YouTube. It'll be absolutely free, $3 a month if you like. And you can become a member, and they might want to do that. Look at this, Odyssey 1970 says, G-Man, go there as a TV salesman. I am. I'm going to go there. I'm going to wear my Waffles and Whiskey shirt. I'm going to take a drive out to Eidsville. And it's not far from where I'll be in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to do a live stream out there. I think I'm going to take all my gear. I'm going to do that. And there's no pub. No pub. I'll bring them some whiskey. I wonder if it's a dry town. I wonder if they're allowed whiskey. I don't know. It's a good thing, people out at Eidsville. It's a good thing. Australian hospitality giant accused of going to shocking lengths to avoid paying casuals penalty rates. See, this is called the Pig and Whistle. There's a franchise here in Australia called the Pig and Whistle, and they don't do bad meals. They do okay meals. They serve good beer. They do serve some stout beer, which is a pretty good thing, and they got some great whiskies. But what they decided to do is come Australia Day, which was day before yesterday, they sacked everyone on the Wednesday, and then on Australia Day, they closed down and said, we just closed for the day because of penalty rates. And then they rehired everyone on the 27th. So yesterday, they rehired everyone. So they didn't have to pay them any penalty rates. What a bunch of scumbags they are. Angry crocodile caught roaming main street of Aussie town. Holy Shasterix. We got lots of Shasterix and Fasterix going on. Holy Shasterix. We got the video footage of this police officer trying to wrangle a crocodile. This guy, I reckon this guy could take over Steve Irwin. Remember Steve Irwin? Look at this little beauty. I would have actually, if I was there, I would have had my little blue and white towel. Is that the Greek flag? I would have had my little blue and white towel there, and I would have gone, hey, look at this little beauty. I think we know how to get him. So we got the video, people. Check it out. With a towel. He's got a towel. Because this will work. Oh, yeah, sneak up on him. That's good.
Did you record that?
Oh, look, and then they use a dog catcher's noose. And he goes, off. He goes, Fasterix off. It's not going to work. How stupid are these people? Like, seriously. How stupid. You know how to do it. You should have called me. What you do is you come up behind them, and then you jump on them, and you close down their mouth, and then you just lay on top of them. I know how to do it. They should have called me. They would have got the expert in. They would have said, G-Man, take care of this. People are so stupid. They're just so stupid. All right. Aussie flight attendant sacked after mid-air iPad act. What the hell could she have done? A mid-air iPad act. I had to punch into this story because I don't know what it meant. Virgin Australia has won its appeal against an unfair dismissal ruling over its sacking of a flight attendant for watching movies, napping, and coming to work with messy hair. And, wait for it, without makeup. Last year, the Fair Work Commission, FWC, by some of you who like TLAs, ruled Davania Blackburn's dismissal by her employer of 14 years was harsh, unjust, and unreasonable, and ordered her reinstatement. That's it. They ordered her. They went, nah. You come into work with messy hair, you're not coming in here again. Like, brush your hair. What's wrong with you? Brush your hair, put some makeup on, and stop falling asleep on the job. Because you have only got One job. One job. Am I hearing something? No, I'm not. My guest is on the line. We'll be in there in about a half an hour. Teen dies after accidentally inhaling deodorant. It was an accident, Mum. Sad, but let's have a read. A teenage girl in the United Kingdom, of course. You invasionists over there, how dare you? Has died after spraying aerosol deodorant in her bedroom and breathing in the fumes, prompting her devastated parents to call for clearer labels on the products, warning of the dangers. Peanut butter might contain nuts. Peanuts. Peanut butter might contain peanuts. Don't they have all those symbols like on washing powder? Washing powder, not fit for human consumption. Aerosol, do not spray in bedroom. Poor Georgia Green, who's 14, suffered cardiac arrest and died suddenly after breathing in the fumes in May last year in what her parents say was a preventable accident, the New York Post reports. Of course it does. Should I call it? No, I don't think I'll call it. It's a sad thing that but I wonder if it was only the fumes that healed her. No idea. Google workers share journalists, please. I'm bad enough reading stuff with my bad eyes, and now you have to put in sentences that actually don't make sense. Google workers share what life is like after being laid off. What it's like after being laid off. Or Google workers share what life is like after being laid off. One job, you total scumbags. One job. I have got the video. I didn't want to play it. It's too much. It just hurts my eyes. Or do I have it there? No, I don't have it. I don't want to play it. Anyway, I'll play it another day. Named. Logan man in court for alleged 3,000 child abuse porn files. I love these stories where they name and shame the person. 3,000 child abuse porn. Where is my wood chipper? This guy needs the wood chipper, but I think we might have an answer for him in a moment. A Logan man facing court for a string of charges after allegedly sharing 3,000 child abuse and porn files denies he shared so many images. Beenley's George Halfar, 71, who appeared in Beenley's District Court on Wednesday, January 25th. No Australia Day celebrations for you then, George. Admitted he shared files, but said there were only 147. Listen to this. Listen to this scumbag. Yes, I'm disputing the number of files I was apparently sharing with people on the internet, which is not correct. Definitely not correct, Mr. Halfar said. There's a big difference on what I am saying, which is 147, and the 3,000 that they are saying, which is absolutely ridiculous. I will somehow convince the police that I am right and they are not right. You absolute scumbag.
You are a scumbag.
You're a scumbag. If it was one image, you're a scumbag. 2, scummy. 3, scummy. 4, no, but 147. And what, you're complaining that they said 3,000? Okay, fight them on that. Let's say you've won that. Okay, you won. There you go, you won. But we have an answer for this person here. California inmate has now beaten to death 2 child molesters with a cane while in prison, authorities say. We should send him to the Californian jail system. Would you take him? Will you have him? As Paxmax says, chipper. This guy, well done, mate. I like your tattoos. Outrage as Australian of the Year winner cops brutal backlash. So every year we have an Australian of the Year. And I wonder, this woman here, I was looking at the photo before I punch into the story, and I know this guy, Mike Carlton, can be a little bit controversial. And I thought, well, was she a nurse, a doctor? Or did she find a cure for cancer? Like, that's a good thing. Is she a person who is, like, revered in her nation and town? Is she I don't know, is she an aged care worker that saves? Is she like Mother Teresa? Or I don't know. And I'm thinking, what could it be that she got Australian of the Year that left so many other people who are worthy of the cause not to be able to get this, Rudi? What could it be? The decision to name a body positivity advocate as 2023's Australian of the Year has sparked outcry amid claims that there were others more worthy of the honour. So Mike Carlton goes on to say, there are people out there sweating blood, caring for the disabled, homeless, elderly, etc. And we get served a dodgy 2 a.m. kebab and asked to swallow it for the Australian of the Year, one person writes on Twitter. My choice would be an ambulance officer doing CPR on a patient at 2 a.m, knowing there is a 6% chance that he or she will save a life, said another. There are so many people in medicine, law, human rights, and all good other stuff, and a woman with a few extra skin folds gets the gong, someone else commented. So this is where we're heading in 2023. This is who we now name as Australian of the Year, Person of the Year, Recipient of the Year, and it has nothing to do with ever being a person worthy of a cause. Remember in the days when we had, I can't think of a name, the West Australian doctor who found a wonderful medical procedure to help burns units. It was like grafting skin to be able to put that on burns units, and she deserves to be Australian of the Year. Can't think of a name, somebody will put it there. And I'd love to know who it was, because she deserves, and that's what we need as Australians of the Year, not a person who's got body positivity. Oh, it's fat pride. Oh gosh, everything's fat. Behave yourself. Gutless soy boy calls G-Man a right-wing loony. That's him, people. Put your headphones on. We got to have a look at the story from yesterday. Let's check it out. It's just a quick one. We'll have a quick look.
So I think that's what's really important. G'day, mate. How you going?
There you go, mate.
Happy Australia Day. Yeah. Mate, I'm just doing a bit of a video. No, if you stand over there, you won't be on there. Yeah, cool. Being on there? No. But that's okay. I'm in a public spot, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
Depends on whether everyone wants to be seen or not.
Well, then you approached me. You shouldn't have approached me if you didn't want to be on. And you...
I can see where you're coming from. Right-wing loony.
A right-wing loony. Folks, you just heard it there. Right-wing loony.
That's me, people. That's me. I'm proud of that moment. I'm proud. I think I need a mug now. I think I need to sell some merchandise, and I need to buy a T-shirt with right-wing loony on there, because that is what I need to wear on here. And people, I don't know about you, but the rant is over, and that, my friends, was the rant of the day. Oh, people, let's do a couple. We need to do, you loony, print it on a T-shirt. I think I might have to. All right, people, how are we going on time? 9:28. I just want to do a couple of wonderful little clips that I have got to show you some clips. Hey, have you heard about what's going on with Paul Pelosi? So I can't show you the full video, but I do want to show you what's going on in Paul Pelosi's world. They have released the body cam footage of a police officer knocking on his door. The door opens, and somehow it doesn't make sense to me. We'll play it twice so we can get to see what the sense of all this is about. Whack your headphones on. I know you don't have to, but check this out, people. Cheers, Rudi.
Yeah. Fucking said 2620, right? No, 2640. Oh, 40. Yeah, it literally said in there. Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, man?
He's got a drink in his hand.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey. What is going on right now?
Right, I can't play the rest of it because YouTube will give me a big copyright strike on this. It'll be massive, and of course I won't be able to play anything ever again, and I'll have a week's ban. So we're going to play it again though. I'm going to pause it at some point because I think I don't know. I'll pause it at a point where let me just go a little bit further, maybe here. Right? Let me pause it when we get into his house. I don't know about you people, but I always answer the door when the police are there, and I always kind of bring the guy who's my assailant, and I bring him to the door, and the assailant would also like to be known by police, and I always have a let's just see where he has his drink in his hand. Yeah, you can see right in the corner there of his left hand, Paul Pelosi's left hand. He's in his boxers, uncompromised, and he's holding a drink in his hand. A bit staged, do you reckon? I don't know. I don't have many comments. Tracker 1001 says another vid shows the guy on the left breaking in. I'd like to see that video. That would be cool. It's all a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. That's all it is. That's all it is, people. Let's have a look at, let's have a bit of fun with this one here. You people in Canada, you'll have a lot of snow there. I do understand that snow is what keeps your country going. I think it does. Thank you for sending this in. This makes my heart warm. Will I get demonetized because of the music? Oh, that's so nice. You made their night. Isn't that good? Huh? I don't know about you, but remember I showed you when I had a cockroach the other day and I just picked it up and I let him go. There are other ways that you can deal with cockroaches, especially if you're having a meal. And I think this is another way that you can deal with them. I don't know. It's up to you to decide. Goes about eating the food again. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here. I love dogs and pools.
Are you supposed to be in the pool, Duke?
You can get in. Ladder's on the other side.
Did Mommy say you can go in the pool?
Well, Mommy, I just turned 4.
Come on, let's get out.
7 times 4?
Come on.
24.
Let's get out.
25.
Come on.
No.
You need to get out.
No. Dad would let me play in the pool all day. You know, he'd probably get that ball right there too.
I'm not getting your ball for you. No.
Mom.
Nope.
Doggone it.
Get out.
Get out. You just don't care, huh? You just never cared about me. You've always just acted like you cared about me. All those times you told me you loved me. No.
Come on.
No.
I didn't say moonwalk away.
See you later. 'Cause I'm bad.
Come on, let's get out.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Get out.
I'm not getting out.
No, you
can either get in or go.
That's a great clip. Whoever put that together, well done on you. Folks, there's always good. If you're after some marriage guidance tips, here's the person that you should be listening to for marriage guidance tips.
Expert marriage tip guy here. Guys, I wanted to tell you something on a serious note. If your wife has been through tragedy with you, been through sickness, been through being poor and just stuck by you all the time, leave her. She's probably the reason you're having all this bad luck.
What? That's so good. Leave her. I love the music behind it too. It's pretty good. Folks, always remember, if you've got kids and they're giving you a hard time, especially Rudi, why didn't you come up with this idea when I was younger, when I had ADD? Remember, you could have just done this.
Whoa! Oh yeah!
That's it. That's all you have to do. Fishing line. It's pretty good. I've always wanted to know. I'm going to play this a couple of times. We're going to learn this from people from now on. I've always wanted to know how to say Fasterix you in Chinese. So we're going to get a Chinese lesson because one day the CCP will take over Australia and we need to learn when they come knocking on the door what to say. So this woman, I called her up. She's a life coach and she helped me out with this.
Fuck you. In Chinese, 去你的,去你的,去你的.
去你的. We're going to learn that from now on, people. 去你的. All right? I'm going to play it again so you can all write this down. Is how do you say it in Chinese? 去你的.
Fuck you. In Chinese, 去你的,去你的,去你的.
去你的. All right? From now on. 去你的. 去你的. Can we all remember it? That's going to be what we do. Folks, you know how I love people hurting themselves. It's always fun watching this. But you've got to have kids' safety first. So you've got to learn that there are some people who are engineers and they need to work out, and then they show the parents, hey, if you're going to put this here, it's not very kid safe. So we have an expert, an engineer, who actually shows us what could happen if you don't look in your backyard for traps from kids.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's safe. They can't get through there.
That's safe, mate.
That's your kid. That's what I'm worried about. She's severely concussed. How's that safe? That shouldn't fit a kid's head. Your kid's gonna fly straight off the back of this one. Your kid's gonna smack their head straight into that. Concussion, concussion, double concussion. How's that safe? That's your kid. Burning alive from the metal slide. 3rd degree burns. Compound fracture right there in the shin. Where does this go? Severe brain injury from that height. Not getting through that. Severely concussed though.
That's great, isn't it? That is absolutely great. And then, of course, you get this. Boom. Your dad. I think Dad is supposed to be watching the kid just doing that. And that kid was way too big to be on that swing there. Like, just way too big. And I think I've got one more kid getting hurt. Because kid hurt. I don't know what this is. We're going to have a look at it anyway. It could make me laugh. I don't know. It's a good kid putting out the bin. It's a good kid. Leave it there, mate. He's had enough. He's had enough. He's doing good though. He's no snowflake, this kid. He's giving it a go. See, I reckon you need to put your kid out there on a windy day, and if they can't handle the heat, they need to get out of the kitchen. They just need to do that. Oh, people, we're just about done. What do we got here? It's 9:39. We've got about 6 minutes. In about 6 minutes' time for the 92 people are on here. If you want to stick around, I have Tim Heale, who's going to be coming on, and he's going to be sharing me all his wisdom, and he's going to be talking to me, or he's going to be doing a presentation, because people have asked, hey, we'd love to know what your jackets and your medals mean. Give us a bit of a presentation, and you get the opportunity to ask Tim any questions that you like. I'll whack them up on the screen, and as they pop up, we can ask him questions. We'll give him half an hour and then 15 minutes for question time, if you like. So that'd be pretty cool there. I think we've got a couple of one jobs, and I think we might have a look at just some of the one jobs that are in here, and then one job, people. One job. Where is it? One job. One job. That's how lazy some people can be. One job. One job. Is that where the guy was sitting before? Remember we saw that in the last video a couple of weeks ago or a week ago? He was sitting in that little corner there. He just didn't want to sit there to watch people go into the toilet. One job, people. Put a door there. Donate to help end children. I can't read that. It's too small for me. On and off. I should look at these before I put them up there. Help me out with this one, people. So there's the on button, there's the off button. I know it's the fan. Oh, I get it. Yes. Got it. Understand. I thought it was under its covering first. One job, people. Don't kill anyone. All right. It's obviously a button of some sort. I don't know. Whoever sent me all these, you didn't even check it either, did you? You didn't. I don't know what that is. I don't know. That's the switch. Is that that's not the switch. Yeah, the other one was the switch. I don't know if you can work that in. Switch is only 12. I don't know. Congratulations, you have cancer. Oh, God. That's... Shouldn't it be you are cancer? I don't know. It's bad. It's not a good... It's not good. Make sure your hoe is protected. That's good. Good. Guaranteed reduced quality. Fully cooked fried chicken. It's probably not chicken, is it? I don't know. I need to look at these before I send it. Oh, you got the tongue out and the smiley face. Let's go 2 more. I can't read that. I can't read that. Slut. Very good. SLUT. That would be... What would that stand for? SL, South London. I don't know. Something. I have no idea. Last one. That works. That works for me. Fully secure, people. Fully secure. All right, that was the one job. We might just head out to a couple of memes, and in 3 minutes we got Tim Heale coming on. Here we go. These are actual name places. Twat. I like that. We might have to go into Twat one day. A Shitterton. Are you allowed to say Shitterton or Fasterixterton? Oh, that is in Austria. That is so true. In fact, if you go into Google Maps and type in, this is a real name, they've changed the name. I don't know why. Lady Gardens. I'd like to see Lady Gardens. Okay, Bell End. Bell End. Yeah, you're a Bell End. Some people won't understand what Bell End is because it's like people in the UK don't know what a doona is. And even people in New Zealand don't know what an esky is. 2 more. Bell End Road. Okay, that's good. I'm trans electric. Yes, I'm trans electric. That's so good. Clever. That is clever. And that, my friends, have been the memes of the day. All right, let's get ready. For those people who want to stick around, we're going to do the closing video. Give everyone the big cheers. I will stick around. I'm going to stay on here. But for you good people who want to go, I need to do the closing. I need to thank you all for joining me on here. But for those people who want to stick around. In about 2 minutes' time, we've got Tim Heale, who we're just going to have a lovely chat to. And I would like you to welcome him on, and then we'll get stuck into it. So for everyone else, bye everyone. TV connection has been shut down for you good people and not so good people. I see there are 95 people on here, and we'll see if you all stay on. But don't remember, for those people who are heading out...
The things that make you happy?
Uh-huh.
Go do those things.
Uh-huh.
Like right now. What are you waiting for? Go!
Go, good people. Well done. Don't forget to like the smash button. Stick around, people, as you can see. Join that Waffles and Whisky. Please support this channel. It's going to be a good one, of course. Stick around. Go. Bye, everyone. Cheers if you want to stick around for Tim. Tim's going to be here. Thanks, Pub Test. Cheers, mate. Chef, cheers. Daffodil says, go, everyone. Linda says, staying, of course. And where's Gerald?
All hail Rudi.
I think I might have to have go you loony. I think I might change him to loony now. Cheers, everyone. Look at that. Cheers, the big sign up there too. Fax Max. Uh-huh. Stick around, people. Stick around. Going to be a nice little chat. Cheers to all. Bye, everyone. Bye. We'll see who's last still. We'll still see who's last. We won't jump off the channel. We're just going to jump into StreamYards, and Tim will be already on there, and I'm going to have him join on. Go, but stick around. That's true. Timmy, bring it. Yes, hashtag Right Wing Loony. I think that might be my new one. Yeah, Right Wing Loony. I'll see if I can adjust the sound on that one too. Thanks, 2+2 cats. Debbie Ann said, oops. It's all right. No oops. No oops. No matter. If you shut down the channel, you shut it down. Oh well. Bye then. Bye. Bye, everyone. Chef says, buy it, cha-cha. I'm craving ice cream or milkshake. Really? It's a bit weird. No, not really. I mean, this is not a post StreamYards. I've got Tim on there. I won't be jumping anyone else on. We might see how well it goes, and then we could do that a little bit later. But these are the sort of stories I think we could bring up on a weekend. What flavour gravy? My dog likes beef. I think so. Aussie, no mistakes today. I did do one, and we're going to have the last one here. One more mum says, what was up with the super fast ending yesterday? Was it a super fast ending? Oh, yeah, because I didn't prepare for one of those. So, cheers, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye. You can all go now. You can. You don't have to stick around. Go. Like, go. All right. Who's here? You're back? You're all back, people. You're all back. Well, that's good. We still kept the majority of the people on here, and I think it's time. Let me just see if I can bring on the good man himself. I'm going to go to this StreamYards over here. That is not StreamYards, people. See, now I made a mistake. I already made the mistake here. So I'm going to add to the stream there. I think that will be good there. And let me just show the guest here. Show guest. Just don't be like that, G-Man. Just do it properly. Show guest. Just shut up. I'm going to give him the big screen. That's what I might do. Hang on a minute, Tim. I'm going to give you the big screen here. Give me 2 seconds. StreamYard. Boom. There you go. You got the big one. I'm just going to be little G and you can be big Tim. How are you, mate?
G'day, G-Man. You're right, loon.
Right loony, mate. You're right wing loony.
You're right, loony.
All right, mate. Well, I want to give you this opportunity. Introduce yourself for the people who haven't heard you speak before. And I'm going to give you about a half an hour, and then we'll give about maybe 15 minutes to see if anyone has any questions. And but I want to hand the floor over to you. So you got a big screen, and you also told me that you had a bit of a presentation to give. So welcome, mate. This is your day. So give it your best shot.
Well, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are. I'm in the UK. It's coming up to 10 to 12 at night. About me, a little bit about me. So there you go. I joined the British Army way back in 1974. And I did 44 years pretty much under the colours, man, boy, regular and reserve. I've done countless operational tours and gained a huge amount of experience. I finished up as a welfare officer in London Central Garrison. But what I'm going to be talking about mainly is psychological operations. I was in psychological operations and I did best part of 10 years and 7 operational tours in the discipline. I think I still hold the record for the most amount of operational tours of the British Forces in that discipline. So if you look on there, that's me going way back when I first joined. That was the uniform we wore back then. The bottom left picture is Baghdad. I went up to Baghdad. I was down in, I was operating out of Basra, and I got sent up to Baghdad for a weekend to go and have a chat with some guys up there. And while I was up there, they tried to kill me 3 times.
You still there, mate? Have you lost your connection? You there, buddy? Hello, Tim. Looks like Tim's lost some connection there. He's doing a rebuffer. He's coming back on. He's rebuffering. What I'll do is I'll actually restart Tim's page myself. I'll do it myself. And let me just go into StreamYards. I'll add him back in. We'll see what happens back here. Let's see what goes on, mate. Hang on a tick. We're all waiting for you. I know. StreamYard broadcast. Bear with me, good people. Bear with me. I think might have to restart the stream. I think that's what's going on. The stream is a bit stuck, I think. My side looks all right. All right, let's just shut that down. We're going to restart the whole damn thing again. Hang on a minute, mate. Can you hear me now? Hang on a minute, mate. Can you hear me now? All right, just hang on a tick up. No, I didn't touch anything, mate. It just decided to shut down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the live. So just bear with me. I'm just going to. All right, bear with me a tick. Yeah, I'm not actually live, I think. Oh, am I still live, do you think? You are? Okay. It just says it's... All right, buddy. Let me just come back on. Let me just hit that. Yep. All right, I think we could be in action here. Just give me another couple of seconds. That's what happens, eh? It's life, mate. That's what happens. No such thing as a drama, is there? One job, that's all it is, mate. That's all it is. Let me just get the Control C. People can see what I'm doing in the background, maybe. Maybe not. All right, you're still live. Control V. I'm just doing some stuff. Let's get into... Yep. Doing all that stuff. Okay. All right. Now I need to just change it into StreamYard, into here. I think we're good there. And I'll go into StreamYard there. All right, what I might ask is if pub test is on, or someone, whoever's watching that, if you can give me a thumbs up, just to give me the heads up that we can start to see the top of the stream. I think it is. I can see it live there now. I think we're good to go. All right, mate, continue on. Sorry about that. That's what happens.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how far we got, but
We're talking about the bottom left photo.
The bottom left photo is me in my best blues in General Wellington's office in Horse Guards. And it was one of the, I think it was one of the beat-ups to the Queen's birthday parade. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But what I'll talk about is I'm just going to have a quick run through of my medal set. So I've got 1 or 2 medals. So my first operational tour was in Northern Ireland, way back in 1977. And then I did quite a few tours of Northern Ireland. And then I went to Kosovo in 99. When all that trouble was kicking off there, I ended up in Kosovo. And I did a couple of tours there. Then the following year in 2001, I went out on to Macedonia and did the weapons collecting. And while we were there, 9/11 happened. Well, we all know what happened on 9/11. And 5 months later, I found myself in Kabul. And so the 2 tours of Kosovo, Macedonia, Afghanistan and Iraq were all in psychological operations. So there's the Afghan medal.
Which one, mate? What number from the left?
You got 1, 2, 3, 4th in from the left.
Yep.
Is Afghanistan. The next one is Iraq. The next one to it is the Queen's Golden Jubilee. Then there's the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. Then there's the Accumulated Campaign Service Medal. And you have to do over 3 years in an operational theatre to get it accumulated. And then there's my Long Service Medal at the end there. So that's my medal collection. Very proud to say, as you can see, I am a heterosexual, white, privileged male. And the only privilege I had was to serve Queen and Country for 44 years. So, psychological operations, just to put this one to bed, what psychological operations is, according to us in the UK, is it's a planned psychological campaign directed at a known target audience to effect a change in attitude or behaviour to meet the aims of political or military objectives. That's it. Lots of people get, the wrong idea. They think it's propaganda. They think it's all sorts of things. But that's the definition of it. That's what we did. We don't do it on our own people. It's directed at a known target audience, which is for us. It was the Kosovans, the Serbs, the Macedonians, the Iraqis, the Afghans, Sierra Leone. We were in Bosnia as well. So there's all these places where we go in and we support a commander's mission to achieve a change in attitude or behaviour. That's what psychological operations are about. And I was pretty good at it, which is why they kept sending me off in a harm's way. Why I kept getting another medal. So moving on then, we support different operations. On pre-deployment training, we go and support whichever brigade or division that is going to be mounting an operation. And we start about 6 months out with a pre-deployment training, and we go on all their exercises, their command exercises, and we support that. So that's me in the back of that vehicle in the middle there, which is a little low one, which is a radio station. We had a couple of transmitters. We had a 4 kilowatt FM transmitter. We had an AM transmitter, which I might say that we never actually deployed out in anger because it just takes up massive footprint. So we never got to deploy with that. But we deployed out the 4 kilowatt. And we also deployed out some radio in the boxes, and I'll talk about those in a little bit. This is me in Kabul in 2002. My boss was an Australian major. She was in charge of the team that we were out there. The bottom left picture is me working on the ISAF news. We got some new equipment sent out halfway through the tour, so I was doing all the work on that. There's lots of issues that we had with the new kit, but it's what we had to work with. The top right is delivering out the newspaper, and when we went out with the newspaper, everywhere we went, we were swamped. They're just like flies round a turd, bees round a honey pot. Everywhere we went, taking out the newspaper, and everybody wanted it. It was great. The first run we did was 10,000, and when I left, it was going out as 150,000 copies a fortnight. So it was bi-weekly that we did it. So those are the two patrols that I went out on that I managed to get some images of. It's not always easy to get images when you're out on the ground, because you have to be aware of your surroundings and what's going on, one thing or another. OPSEC. This is some of the equipment that we had. We had a reachback radio station or radio studio where we could record stuff. this is the radio truck there, and those were a couple of interpreters broadcasting live, and that's the mast that we took out. So it was a 12 metre mast for the FM station. The AM one was even bigger than that, and it's a real pain in the arse to put up. Any questions?
All right, it's a good time to take a bit of a break, Tim. And like you've said, there are some people that might add in a couple of questions. Folks, for those people who have been adding some questions, if you wouldn't mind just repeating some of those questions so Tim can answer that. So Chef just asked this one here, did you ever play rock and roll? Put the screen back on you, mate. Put the screen back on you.
Oh, yeah. Next screen. Here we go. That's me. Right. No, what we did, my main role in Afghanistan was the radio section. Kabul was different. I went back in 2005, and when we went back, we came up with this idea of putting out the radio in a box. It was the easiest way of getting to our target audiences. In 2005, 2006, it was pretty much a bit of a shooting war down in Helmand province. And I can tell a story about one particular patrol went out and we spent 9 hours in contact, nearly ran out of ammunition, nearly ran out of water. It wasn't such a fun day. But the best way we could get to the target audience was by radio. So we came out with these, so like a 50-watt transmitter in a case with a media player and a laptop, and we played music. And the music we were playing was all either Afghan music or Pakistan music, that sort of stuff, all sort of jingly music. So, to answer the question, did we play rock and roll? No, because all our target audience analysis, everything that because we look really in depth at the target audience that we're trying to influence, rock and roll wasn't in their psyche. If you can imagine that for 20 odd years, they've been under the rule of the Taliban, music wasn't allowed. So they didn't have a lot of music, and what music they did have was coming from across the border from Pakistan. So all the research that we did said that no, they didn't want Western music. They were happy with the Pakistani type music, and you get used to listening to it after a while.
Mate, there's another question here from Joe Oliver. Just said, what do the horizontal bars mean on the medals pinned to the ribbon part?
That gives either a what operation, and on the long service one, it's a bar for an extra 10 years.
Can you bring?
I should have had 2 bars.
Up? That's all right. Can you bring one of the medals up so people know? So pick the first one, for example, or whichever one.
The first one, that's Northern Ireland.
Right.
So that says Northern Ireland on there. This one says Kosovo, and that there is a number 2.
Right. We can't actually see the mouse pointer when you're putting it on the top, but I think he's talking about the horizontal bar just on the ribbon. Is that?
Yeah. So the one the one on the far right, that's I should have had 2 bars on there, but I've only got the 1 bar, which is an extra 10 years. So that one is the Volunteer Reserve Service Medal. I didn't get my long service and good conduct medal when I was a regular, for a reason that I'm not really prepared to go into, but it had something to do with poaching.
Right, gotcha.
So I didn't get that medal, but I got, when I came out of the regulars, I went into the reserves, and I did 25 years as a reserve in the end. I should have got an extra bar on it, but because I was doing full-time reserve, your time doesn't count towards the bar. So,
mate, Stoney's got a question here. Says, did you miss the Falklands? 44 years in service. Were you there?
I was in Northern Ireland during the Falklands.
Oh, okay.
We came back from Berlin in 1980. We'd had a 2-year posting in Berlin, which was awesome. And then the powers that be decided that they was going to send us to Londonderry for 2 years.
Right. Okay, and Brood has also asked, will your medals be displayed in after your passing, or where will your medals be displayed after your passing?
They'll probably go to my eldest granddaughter.
Okay.
Is what's happening.
Okay. And I'll ask this one here. Like in Australia here, if the passing of a veteran happens, or somebody who had served and given us service here, it's normally passed on to the children or the grandchildren, and then they were allowed in the past to be able to march on Anzac Day. Is that allowed where you are?
Yeah. For the medal recipient who's earned the medals, you wear them on the left.
Yes.
For those that haven't earned the medals but they are related, they can wear them on the right.
Gotcha.
So anybody that can wear their granddad's medals, their dad's medals, they wear them on the right hand side, and that's perfectly allowed and that's legal. To wear them on the left hand side when you haven't earned them is a bit of a no-no, and you could end up being called a Walter Mitty. And there's quite a few of those about.
Walter Mitty, yeah.
Yeah, there's what they call them, the Walter Mitty Hunting Society or something.
Yeah.
They hunt down these guys that claim to do stuff that they haven't.
Yeah. All right, mate, are you still there? Because I can see you buffering a little bit. Might be losing you. Can you still hear me, mate? It looks like again that you might have buffered out a bit. I know I'm still live here. I can see me still live. You might want to just jump off again. If you can hear me, jump off and jump back on. Might be easier for you. We'll go a couple of more questions, but it's good to have you on, and good to be able to talk about those sort of things. Teresa says, I believe in the US only the soldier wears the medal. All right, so he's jumped off. That's me. Of course that's me. Who else would it be? I might just turn me off for a second. He's going to jump back on. Once he jumps back on, my producer, who I can see is still on, we'll just throw him on. If you have any more questions that you'd like to ask Tim, please throw those along Tim's way. If we don't have any more questions, we'll end up the show. And it's good to have Tim on to just describe and talk to us about the medals and what he experienced. And I think it's always good there. All right, let me just...
I'm back.
You're back again. Hang on a minute. Let me...
I'm back.
All right.
I don't know what happened there, Cobber.
All right, don't know what happened, mate. Anyway, just froze up again.
Yeah, bizarre.
All right. One more mum says, Tim says, do you know who the secret producer is? Because you could probably, you can't see him in the chat room, can you?
I can't, no.
No. He's the, he or she is the anonymous producer. It's a good thing to do. Lee Clark says, thank you so much. Chef says, Tim, ever been in a firefight?
Yes. Okay, many.
Describe that.
Been in a firefight? Been quite a few, but I think the last one I was in, been in contact for about 9 hours. It's quite a story, actually. I'd been working in this particular village for quite a while, for a couple of months. I was going out on a patrol with some guys. They were set up a cordon. I with a couple of other guys was down with the village elders.
Frozen again, mate. Frozen again. I know mine's pretty stable. I can go back to StreamYards and I can see that you have frozen even on StreamYards. So I think you need to get a better internet connection. It worked for about 30 minutes. But I think we can finish up here, mate. It just gets a bit tedious, I think, when things aren't working. We might give it one more go if you jump off and you jump back on. But it has just stopped. Brent Sam says, thanks for taking the time. Yeah, I did want to get into the uniforms behind you. That would have been interesting. Ian says, buffering may be due to the content. Not sure. Okay, there I am again. He's jumped off. Let me just jump that off there. Barry says they don't want him talking, but they would shut this channel down. They would shut me down, and yet I'm still on here. He's been censored by the PSYOPs. Yeah, he could be. He could be censored by the PSYOPs. Don't know. Joe Oliver, can he do audio for tonight? Look, that's possible as well. That I'll ask him when he comes back on. He hasn't jumped back on just as yet, so I will ask him. Yeah, John Page says British Telecom. CB Boyd says, we appreciate the time and your service there, Tim. I'm looking on StreamYards. He still hasn't jumped on. I'll wait for the opportunity for him to jump on. Once he does, we'll be able to ask. Chef says, hang on, Chef says, thank you, Tim. Thank you for all you do and those who serve to protect us. Stoney says, Tim, you're a gent. Thank you for sharing. I'm looking again back on StreamYards. He hasn't jumped back on. I'll wait a couple more moments. Wiley says he is so well trained, he is censoring himself. Did Tim pay his antenna license? I think that's what it is. I'm still looking. No, he still hasn't jumped on. You will hear him anyway, people, because I still got him on audio. You will hear him come through, but he hasn't jumped on as yet. All right, people, they got him. They certainly do. All right. Can somebody else want to jump on? Let me just throw the link up. I'm going to throw the link up. He's back on. I see him back on.
I don't know what's going on.
Mate, you've got a dodgy internet connection, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let me just throw you back on. People can hear you in the background. All right, we'll give it one.
Yeah.
We'll give it one more go. Somebody just made the suggestion, can you turn your camera off? Just hit the camera icon and just come on as the audio, because it looks like it may be using too much of your bandwidth. I don't know. Just leave it on here for a while, see what happens.
No, I've got good bandwidth, but
okay.
Something's just, for some reason the internet's just mucked about.
Yeah. Mate, I'll just ask you some questions. Now we talked about the medals. What about the uniforms in the back? I see you've got 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 uniforms in the back. Just go through each one while we got you.
Yeah. Say that again. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I can hear you. Yep. You just carry on. If you no, I think you're frozen again. Gremlins have got you. Gremlins have got you. All right, something's happening with your... So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to invite... I'm going to copy the link here. You can see that I'm doing some stuff on here, people, can't you? I'm just going to copy the link, Control V. If somebody wants to jump on, I just want to check to see if it all works. Maybe it's not working. I don't know. Let me just turn that one off. They got him all right. All right. I just put the link up there, people. I'll pin it to the top. We've got 10 minutes. If you want to jump on, might be a good idea. Pin the message. Click onto that link if you're on. We might as well give that a go. Tim's been kicked off again. So he's trying to come back on again. All
back
right.
again.
All right, I've got you back again here, mate. So I've got you back
really
on. We'll give this one a last time. If it buffers again, we'll just finish off.
We'll pull the pin and
all right. Give us
give it a go another time.
Yeah, give us. Well, we can just talk about the uniforms now while we've got you there.
Yeah. So if you look up behind me,
Yeah.
this one here,
Yeah.
the first one,
Yeah.
that's the normal. That's the latest pattern of DPM, the new disruptive pattern that we wear. Before I move over,
Yep.
pull that one off. Did you want to touch my bear skin?
Okay, so what's that?
This is bear skin. Normally worn by the guards.
Yeah.
This was a little gift for when I left, and that is that there's the great coat, and then there's my number one dress, which is blues, and then next one is my mess kit, and the next one on the, as you're looking at on the right, is a number two dress.
So for what occasion would you wear, say, each one of those dresses?
Combats is normal everyday wear.
Yeah.
Great coat is worn during the winter.
For any
when you're
occasion,
on-
for any specific... But I'm just talking about if you were to go out, you wouldn't wear them now, but if you were
No.
invited to a wedding or a funeral or something, which one in memory of your comrades would you kind of wear?
I would normally wear the mess kit.
Yeah, the red one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that would be with medals. The medals are off at the moment because tomorrow evening, or this evening now for me,
Yeah.
I'm presiding over a Burns night supper at the yacht club.
Okay. Okay, good.
So I'm wearing my kilt tomorrow night and my Argyle jacket. So I've got my medals on there ready to go.
Nice.
Because it's a Hornet Services Sailing Club.
Okay.
So it's a military sailing club basically for veterans and serving personnel.
Yeah. Well, mate, you
So
should
that-
be very proud of yourself and proud of what you've done and to serve your country.
Oh look, I've got no regrets.
No regrets, mate. That's such a good thing. It's a
No
great
regrets.
T-shirt, those ones. We might have to get
Yeah.
a new one, which might be called something like Right Wing Loony.
Right wing loony.
Might
Yeah.
have to get one of those. Well, mate, it's great to have you on here. It's great to have even, I know there's been some internet issues. It happens when you do this sort of thing live. But it's great to have you
Yeah.
on and talk to you about, one, your medals. And it's great hearing some of your history. And you would have, hours and hours of fireside chats that would be so interesting
Well,
to listen to. And you should
I
start
mean-
a podcast up, mate. Seriously.
I've got a podcast.
Yeah, but I've seen your podcast, but you're doing quizzes. You need to
Well, I do all sorts at the moment.
stick with one.
I'm getting back into the podcast.
Cool.
I've got some guests coming on.
Good.
That I'll be recording in the next week or two.
Okay,
so
good.
they'll be going up. I'm going to be doing ordinary people's extraordinary stories.
Lovely.
I could do you.
No, I'm not.
I could do you.
No, no.
Tell your story.
I haven't got a story.
Yeah, you have.
I've got no
Everybody's got a story.
No, I haven't got anything.
Everybody's got a story.
Very ordinary, mate. Very ordinary.
So ordinary people's extraordinary stories, and there's, I think, about 200 there's well over 200 of those of all sorts, and they're available on all the podcast apps,
Yeah.
and YouTube, so you can see the interviews. I do a live stream on a Thursday.
Yep.
From 7:00 Greenwich Mean Time, and that's everyday conversations regarding mental health.
Okay.
And I get guests in and we talk about different aspects of mental health.
Mm.
And then on a Tuesday I do a live quiz. That goes out at 8:00 Greenwich Mean Time.
Is it all on the
and that's
same
all on-
channel?
The quiz channel's different.
Okay.
I'll set up a separate channel just for the quizzes.
All right. Mate, what I want you to do,
so-
it might be a good idea, is that when we start to finish this off in a couple of minutes' time, just go to your YouTube channel. You'll be off screen. Just click onto the link, copy it, and throw it in the description, or you can throw it in the comments for people who want to come back and watch this, and you put it in the comments section, but also throw it in the chat box. so that people can click onto it and then they at least be able to subscribe to your channel. I think that's the least we can do.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd be great. Mate, I'll thank you so much for your time on here. You know, and again, we apologise for the technical issues that happen, but it's great having you on. It's getting warm out there. You know, I need to get out and get on my bike, and you need to be able to do the same.
Yeah, it's a bit cold over here at the moment to go out on the motorbike, but I was certainly well up for it. In fact, I'm doing the Adventure Bike Riders Festival in June over here.
You told me about that. Yeah,
it's a 3-day extravaganza for adventure bikes. It's set up in Warwickshire, a place called Ragley Hall, and there are roughly around about 10,000 motorcyclists there.
I'm still not sure about that.
Shut up. Get off.
Did you push a button, producer?
I think that was Siri.
All right. All right. You've broken up again, mate. You've broken up. So something's obviously going on your side. So what we'll do, people, that was such a good chat to have with Tim, and I do apologise for all the things that go on, and that's what normally happens. I think when you say the word sorry, Siri comes up and she answers the questions. It's so good having him on, and we were on here for an extended piece of time. We're going to finish up. We're going to do the rollover. Tim, I know you're still watching this. While you're still watching, if you can go into your own YouTube channel, click the link that you would like, hit copy, paste it into the chat now, because we're going to shut this down in a couple of minutes. But for the people who are still on here, which is really important for you good people, don't forget
the things that make you happy.
For the second time.
Go do those things.
Like now.
Like right now.
Really now?
What are you waiting for? Go.
All right. Don't forget, on Tim's behalf, like the smash button. Do all that. Look at, this is like a second round. It's the second round of everything that we're doing here. It's good. Ian says, thanks G-Man for letting Tim do his thing. Absolutely. And I want to be able to do that. If you got your story, it's not my time, it's your time. I'm willing and able to listen to you. Thanks G-Man, giving Tim his time.
All hail Rudi.
All hail Tim for this one. Daffodil says, go again. Thank you. Don't forget to like that smash button. You see it all there. Kookaburra says, really enjoyed that, Tim. You must send in a pic of your kilt. Cheers, good man. There we go. Don't forget, mate, we've got about a minute left. If you can, do this for me, Tim. Copy your link to your YouTube channel and paste it in the screen. Otherwise, you might have to just do that in the comment section below. Brian says, now that was interesting. Well done, G-Man. Well done to Tim. Well done. I love stories. I love stories. Can you post a link to the motivational kid clip? Which one? Oh, that little kid. I'll do that for you. Where am I going to post it? How do I post it? Where do I post it? Can't you take a screenshot? You know how to do that? Do I have to do everything for you people? Pub test. Thanks, Tim. Cheers, Sir Rudi. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, everyone. Hoke says legend. Legend, everyone. Stoney, thanks, mate. Cheers. Cheers to everyone. I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes, people, if you want to join me backstage. It'd be cool to join me backstage. Only 5 minutes, just to say hi to you. That's all I want to do. It's that same link that you see up the top. Hit that button. Join me backstage. 5 minutes, just so I can have to finish off the whiskey. And Lee Clark says right at the end there, we're going to go with what Lee says, which is just simply go. All right, everyone, get out of here. Enjoy your time. I'm going to head off. Just go. See you tomorrow at 9 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everyone.